Today we're going to talk about overtraining and in the gym. Excuse me. Where doesn't actually just apply to that method of training. It can be like swimming, running, rugby. Did I say rugby? I can't remember. Now, the common belief around this subject is most people think they're training too much. That's what overtraining is. It's the concept of you're pushing your body too hard. You're doing too many workouts a week to not let. And it stemmed from, it's kind of stemmed from, I think bodybuilding is probably most commonly referenced these days. Like the gym and weightlifting and strength training. Because kind of where like we deem the line to where it goes from training enough to training too much is when it impacts your recovery. You know, you might go and do a chest session. You're not going to go in the gym and train chest again, right? The next day. That would just be that would be a bit stupid. But I think it's normally taken too far now. I actually disagree. What we're going to talk about today is probably the opposite of what most fitness kind of influencers will say to you. And let me tell you a quick story. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough today. 2 days ago, I was doing a high rock session. It's kind of like this hybrid athlete thing. It's like running, bit of weightlifting, like push-ups, ski. Anyway, it's like kind of a popular thing in the UK at the moment. I think it's popular in America too. Because I've got enough training for an event in a few months' time. But anyway, one of the PTs there, he's like a high rocks specialist. He's like a relatively very successful PT. I think he's got 50, 60 clients. He's charges good money for it. I'm sure he makes thousands and thousands a month. So he's doing well for himself, right? When I told him how much I was training, like weights and also cardio running, his instant reaction was, whoa, I think you're training too much. Like your body can't recover, blah, 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 blah. Now, that kind of got me thinking. Now, I wouldn't recommend for most of you, where you might be a bit more beginners in the gym and training, I wouldn't recommend doing what I do, but I actually don't think how much training I'm doing is too much, because I feel like really good. It's the best I've ever felt. But anyway, let me gather my thoughts here. I think the problem with what most influencers, trainers are saying is that they assume they're almost doing too much. Oh, don't overdo it. You got to let yourself recover, blah, 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 blah. The truth is most people are not, you're not training enough. Let's break this down as an example, okay? How do we apply this practically day to day? Because there's great me sitting and saying, yeah, overtraining is bullshit, blah, 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 blah. You can train as much as you want. That's what I do. Let's take the gym. Let's analyze this properly, because Monday, chest, 30 minutes, in and out, done. You don't need to train for longer than 30 minutes. Tuesday, back. Tuesday, let's say Monday, push. Tuesday, pull, 30 minutes again. Wednesday, legs, 40 minutes. Your legs are your biggest muscle group. You need to let them recover more than the others. So let's say you're in the gym 45 minutes. And then Thursday, push again, because your chest has recovered. It's been 3 days. Friday, pull. Both those sessions, 30 minutes. That's 2 hours. If you add all up those 5 sessions, that's a 2 hour and 40-minute commitment for the week. I'm sorry, if you're training less than 3 hours cumulative total for the entire 7 days, That's not overtraining. That's not too much. I think almost anyone could do that. Look, what overtraining is, if you were in the gym 2 to 3 hours each time, and you're spending 15 to 20 hours in the gym each week, yeah, that's too much, and it's boring. Like no one's like, yeah, that would be stupid and that would be too much. Absolutely. But you don't need to spend 2 to 3 hours in the gym. You can have a really effective workout in 30 minutes. That's all. When I made the most amount of progress, I've been weightlifting for 10 years. I've made the most amount of progress in the last 2 when I've actually shortened down my workouts a bit and never missed a session. Because I've been training for 10 years, but I haven't been consistent in that 10 years. The first 9 months, okay, I was very consistent. I made loads of progress. Then I kind of, I kind of overcomplicated it a bit, looked at the science of it all. This exercise is best, when you're lying down on a bench, kind of at a weird angle and it's hard to set up. Like, those are the things you don't need to be doing, okay? Look, if you're doing things like bench press and pull-ups and variation of squats, I'm not saying barbell squats, like you can do more joint-friendly squats than that, like Bulgarian split squats, right? Goblet squats with a dumbbell. Just the fact that you're consistent for 5-10 years, that's what's going to get you like the perfect physique, if that's what you want, which if you're a man, you probably do. All it is just doing like the basic stuff for 5-10 years, 30-minute workouts, the 4 or 5 core exercises for each muscle group. And honestly, anyone that tells you differently, you need to do these crazy exercises, you need to spend 3 hours in the gym every day. You don't need to do that, okay? I promise you. So yeah, anyway, overtraining, I actually think you're probably more likely undercooking it than you are overcooking it in reality. Like 2.5 hours to 3 hours a week of training, half-an-hour sessions each day, 5 days a week, do it for 5-10 years. You'll have literally the dream physique that you want. You just have to be consistent with it. So that's why, yeah. Anyway, that's my thoughts on overtraining. And I don't think that is overtraining. So, yeah. Peace.